I was telling people my business. Like, why are you in my business?
Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be made for me. Patient is everything.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chit if you guys are new, and if you guys are a returning subscriber, welcome back. In today's video, we're just doing a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm talking about my new age because my birthday just passed, keeping a private life, relationships, girl talk, all that stuff. So if you're interested, make sure you stay tuned. Also, if you guys are new and you love it here already, go ahead and click the subscribe button and let's just get right into the video. Welcome back. Just welcome back because I love you guys. Thanks for sticking with me all throughout this time. Have a seat, grab your coffee. I have coffee and I have tea. I'm on a green tea challenge with some girlies and, you know, I can't give up the coffee. But today we're going to be doing a chit chat, get ready with me, girl talk. I just want to talk about some things because probably my number one thing that I'm good at is talking. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take all my makeup out first and then come back because I already know how this goes. Okay, everything is set out. Let me get real comfortable. Nice and comfortable. Hey guys. Oh wait, no, I'm missing one thing. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, now I have everything. I need to like put my hair out of the way because yes. Starting with CeraVe moisturizer. I already did my skincare off camera, but I did not put some moisturizer on, so I'm gonna put that on. Guys, we are in October, the home stretch of 2024. What in the world? I'm pretty sure a lot of people say the same thing every year. Where did the year go? Where did the year go? But I ask again, where did the year go? My birthday just passed. Yay! Guys, like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I'm a year older. First of all, I'm extremely grateful that I'm able to make it this far in this life. All glory to God because this life, we know how this life is. I'm using my Becca Cosmetics powder to prep my face. I always like putting like a powder on my face after I put my primer, but I'm skipping primer because I'm taking this off pretty soon because I'm going to do my makeup again later on in the day. But this new milestone, like I really feel like this is going to be my year, guys. I'm proclaiming it right now that everything, all the dreams that I'm actually going to take action and get them done, basically. That's what I have in store for this year. I'm really excited for like a new year, like new goals, new accomplishments, milestones. I was talking to my friend yesterday. We're like, oh my gosh, 2025 is going to be our year, girl. Like, we're going to travel the world. We're going to do all this great stuff. And jokingly, I was like, yeah, I might even get married next year. Like, you don't know. We don't know. She's like, yes, girl, proclaim it. But honestly, I'm just excited for whatever God has to give me. And I'm always going to be grateful for the things that I have and the things that I'm blessed with. Like, that's one thing that I know that I'm more aware of doing is just being grateful. Even if you've gone through like maybe heartbreak or gone through really hard times, understand that those things have shaped you to be the person that you are. Like, whether it be like more insightful, maybe more kind, more confident, like every event in your life has made you the person to this point, this very moment. And that's kind of like how I'm feeling right now, just kind of reflecting on my life now that I'm older, a year older. Like, everything that I have gone through has made me this person, and I'm extremely grateful. Even though I have a lot of growing and journeying on up to do, like, I'm just extremely grateful. I think this year I definitely want to be like more proactive. I have been proactive in general. Like, I try to be involved with a lot, and I like that. because before I was not really like involved, but I try to be involved with a lot. This is what I prayed for, but now it is getting a little overwhelming. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's getting a little overwhelming because I feel like I did take on quite a bit, but I think I should be fine because, you know, I believe in God will never give you too much that you can handle, basically. I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in Deep Olive to conceal. But yeah, cheers to a new year. And I'm excited. I'm excited for whatever it is that the future holds. I definitely am going into this new age with a new mindset, with a lot of positivity, a lot of love, and authenticity. Like, I just love being myself. I feel like I have been myself for a very, very long time. Actually, recently I went on, let me just dry this concealer a little bit. I was on my YouTube studio on my phone and I was looking at the old videos that I have on private now. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm the same person. Like I have the same mannerisms. My voice is slightly the same, like the way I talk and like the cadence and all that stuff. And it's just like crazy. Like, honestly, I really do believe I've always been myself. And when you are yourself, guys, you can't do anything with that. It will always be a part of you. You know what I'm saying? At least that's what I believe. But it's just, you get wiser, you get older, you go through experiences and stuff like that. But yeah, it was crazy to see my evolution. And I used to film a lot of videos back in the day. Like a lot. Like when I was in high school. I think that's the one that first started YouTube and like really my journey on social media. It was in high school. That is crazy. My first video, I think, is from, let me actually check. Let me check the exact date and year of my first ever video on YouTube. I think that's insane. I remember talking to a friend. I was like, oh my gosh, the video was so cringy. And he's like, you should put it up. You should put it back up. I'm like, no. It was 11 years ago. 11 years ago? September 11th, 2013. That was my first ever video on YouTube, and my sister's in it, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. Another thing I wanted to talk about today is living a private life. That is something that I know I have unlocked for the most part. For the most part, I'm a pretty private person. I don't talk about my private life, my intimate life. And when I mean intimate, I mean like maybe like current projects I'm working on, family, relationships. I don't really talk about that on social media, and I told myself that I'm just gonna keep it that way just because I have seen the cautionary tales of all the other people who kind of put their business out there. Like literally the other day, somebody from my past, because this happens every year, let me know if you go through the same things. When it's your birthday time or on your birthday, somebody from your past gives you a call, sends you a text message like happy birthday, right? Yeah. So this person calls me and, you know, is wishing me happy birthday and is just, you know, making small talk. And first of all, I did answer, okay? I did answer. With no intentions, I just answered, okay? Because I was telling my sister the other day, like, I don't really block people anymore. I don't see the point of blocking people because it's just, like, I'm just training myself to learn how to leave people in the past naturally without having to block them or something like that. That's just me. He was like, oh, remember when he said this? Remember when he said you wanted to change the tiles in your room? Did you change that? Remember when you said you wanted to get liposuction, you were saving up? Did you get your liposuction? And I was like in shock. I was like, girl. And this was like, this relationship, in quote, we weren't dating, but I'm just saying like the relationship between me and this person was 2 years ago. Okay. So that means that I was yapping my mouth. I was yapping like a rat 2 years ago. Like I was telling people my business. Like, why are you in my business? But I was so in shock, and I was telling him, I was like, did I tell you all this stuff? He's like, yeah, you told me all this stuff. And I was like, no way. Because the reason why I was in shock was because the new me today, like, oh no, you could not catch me. My mom is like screaming on the phone. I'm just very private, and it's not about like hiding my life, because some people take it that way, like, oh, she's hiding her life. It's more so like protecting my peace, making sure that you don't allow the wrong people inside your life, because I have done that multiple times. I know I'm not the only one, but it's just more, in my opinion, more safe to just keep a private life. And honestly, let me give you some tips on how you can actually do it. And this is actually what I do to maintain a private life, okay? Probably super cliche, but think before you talk. Think before you talk. Like, if you're in a conversation with people and they're saying all these things or whatever, or you want to say something, think before you say it, you know? And maybe like play it in your head, how you're gonna say it, if this is something that you really want to say, or, you know, are these the people that you want to say this to? Because it's one thing to keep a private life, but obviously we're humans. We need to communicate with people. We need to, you know, like, we need to have an outlet, and sometimes it could be, you know, sharing things with other people, but you want to make sure that it's the right people, right place, right time. Like, sometimes you just have to like reel it back, and I just think that thinking before you really speak will help you a lot. It'll help you a lot, because a lot of the times when we don't think about what we're saying. We're just talking. Especially if you're like me, I like to talk, but when you're more aware of yourself and you're more conscious of maybe the conversations that are being had and whether or not you want to participate, say this, expose, whatever the word you want to use, like when you take that breath to just think and that pause, you will, what's the word? Definitely, it'll be easier for you to be a little more private when you just think. That's like number one. Just think, because looking back on when the guy was like, oh yeah, you said this and this and this, like, I probably wasn't thinking at the time. I was just talking. I still talk a lot, but it's a lot more like filtered in a way, and some people are not like that. Don't get me wrong. Some people are just like not filtered. Some people cannot be filtered. Naturally, they just speak their minds. It is what it is, and there's really nothing wrong with being like that. Like, some days I actually wish I was more like that, because I love those people. Like, I just love those people. Another thing is, don't ask people about their personal life. When you ask people about their own personal life, they're going to ask you about your personal life. Now, obviously, we're adults, we're grown. If somebody asks me something and I don't want to answer, I don't have to answer. It's not by force. Nobody is, you know, forcing me to do that. But you're more susceptible to be in those situations when you're asking around and kind of being nosy in people's business. That's one thing I don't do. I literally just like, and it's not that I don't care. If you're close to me, of course, we can like have intimate conversations, deep conversations. We can kind of get in each other's life, but just like, I'm talking about like the surface level relationships that you have and people that you may not know well or whatever. Like, just because everybody else is like sharing their boyfriend drama and all that does not mean you have to do it. The big thing I feel like when it comes to like privacy is like relationships. Like, a lot of people nowadays are just keeping their relationship very close, very hush hush, which I respect. Before I was kind of like, oh, people are just being dramatic about it, but I kind of understand it more now that I'm older, like why people keep certain things private, like their intimate life and all that stuff. But if you don't want people in your business, don't ask them about their business. Okay? Trust me, it works. And yeah, I definitely think it's very important to have a private life, especially when you're on social media. Obviously, I'm not big yet. I'm not a big creator. People don't really know me, but I think it starts from now when you're a bit smaller. Just like being cautious of the decisions in how much you actually share on the internet. And honestly, I feel like I don't share enough, to be honest. And I do want to become a little more transparent, because I do feel like some things that I share could like help someone, or, you know, make people feel seen. But I guess we'll see when we get there. Always have your boundaries, guys. Don't compromise, or what's the word? Don't compromise on your boundaries for anybody, even family. As hard as it may seem, even family, guys. If you guys watched my last life update, one of my friends got married this year, and it doesn't make me feel, because I know sometimes when your friends get married or everyone around you is getting married, some people feel pressured, right? For me personally, I don't feel pressured to like get married or anything. To be honest, I don't really think about marriage, if I'm gonna be honest. Do I want to get married? Yes. I've just noticed that I don't really think about marriage a lot. Like, I don't even think about relationships that much, just because like I have a lot of goals in life that I would like to achieve. Earlier in the week, I called my friend and he's like, I can feel your husband coming. I'm just like, Lord. From where to where? I always talk about this in my videos, but like, I have been taking these last years to focus on friendships, making friendships, curating genuine connections, and I really haven't been dating. I've gone on a couple, in quote, dates. I feel like it's been such a long time since I felt those butterfly feelings, lovey-dovey, because I'm a lovey-dovey girl. I'm a lover girl. Everybody knows. Everybody who knows me for real knows I'm a lover girl. And I haven't met anybody that like makes me feel any type of way. So far as like, you know, dating, relationships, I'm not pressed right now. And when I talk about relationships, like, yes, boyfriend, girlfriend thing, but like, I definitely believe that I'm kind of past the boyfriend, girlfriend thing. Like, if I'm gonna be in a relationship, you gonna have to marry me. Like, I want marriage. I want family. I want that, what's the word? I want that unity. Like, I don't really like to talk about relationships on my channel just because I'm not that well versed in it. Like, and because I've dated or met like some questionable men. Why am I so unserious? But I feel like when I was younger, when I was dating, you don't really like look at the future with the person. Like, you're kind of just like in the present. I have a boyfriend, we're doing dates and all that stuff. But like, I feel like now in my dating life, like, I'm looking deeper into the qualities that you have versus what is presented in front of me. Like, where can this really go? I mean, that is if I actually date. But, you know, when it gets there, I'm just like kind of looking like, where is this? Where could this take it? Like, would he be a good father? Would he be good? Would he be a supporter? Like, stuff like that. I feel like I'm just more so looking at those aspects versus like the surface. With social media, like, yo, I don't even know what's real and what's not. For real. Like, you just cannot tell nowadays what is real and what is not. Social media has put out so much false information and narratives when it comes to like dating. Like, I always hear about like the 50-50 conversation, and even if you guys are watching Love is Blind, if you guys are watching Love is Blind, the current season, season 7, there was a viral clip about this like filthy rich Jewish art dealer who won't stop talking about how he's super rich. He was talking to a girl, Brittany, and they were talking about the 50-50 conversation, like, would you do 50-50? And he's like, and mind you, this is a millionaire. I'm gonna assume he's a millionaire. This is a millionaire talking, okay? The girl asked him, would you do 50-50? And the millionaire says, I wouldn't want to do 50-50, but I wouldn't want to pay all the bills. This is a millionaire talking, okay? The whole 50-50 question when it comes to dating and relationships, is that really a question? Like, is this a real question that you ask on your date? For me, I have never asked this question. I have never asked it. I feel like when it comes to finances and all that stuff, yes, you have to ask about finances, but the whole 50-50 question it's like, it's a podcast question, in my opinion. That's what I believe. I want us to leave that 50-50 question in 2024, for real. But I forgot what I was saying. Basically, when it comes to relationships and me like vetting someone out, like I think that I am in a space where I look for much more than your looks, much more than money, even though money is important. Okay, don't get me wrong. But I just think that other qualities matter so much, because someone can look so good. Someone could be 6'6", fine, nice body, great smile, white teeth, beautiful lips. This is what I'm looking for. And all that stuff, but like have a very low quality personality, or have just like not a good person, you know? So I think people should just like stop with the whole like social media approach, because that's how I see it. Like, it's like what you hear on social media is now what you take on in your real life, and now you're, you know, projecting it in real life and your dating life. Like, no, be yourself. One, be yourself, have a mind of your own. That's like first things first, and then think about what's really important to you and what you're looking for in somebody, and actually utilize that in your dating life. I can't give dating advice. I really can't, but I just think that that's important to do. The dating pool is complicated. I don't want to say it's trash, but it's complicated, okay? I get it, girls. I get it. Sometimes dating could just be so... It could be a headache, okay? It could be a headache. Especially when it's like the people that you like don't like you, and then the people that like you don't like. That's such a real thing. That's such a real thing, because I feel like the people that I like never like me, and I gotta figure out why. I am gonna go ahead. This lip is like, I feel like this lip is too... We're gonna keep it anyways. I have to put a different lip liner on my lips. I was using the wrong one. This is actually not a lip liner. This is a matte, this is a matte lipstick by Maybelline. But I've been using it as my liner because it looks so good. But I have to let that dry. Okay, my nose kind of looks a little crazy. There we go. Alright, doing the finishing touches, and then I'm gonna put my lashes on off camera, and then obviously do my eyebrows. There we go. Oh, that looks so much better. Yeah, it looks much better. Now I'm gonna do my lashes and my eyebrows off camera and come back looking real beat. Alright, so this is the finished look. Nothing too crazy, you know, just something quick and easy. I will be taking this off because I have my birthday dinner later tonight, so this is not my birthday makeup. You know I'm gonna slay. I'm gonna slay. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys give me a big thumbs up, share the video, like the video, leave a comment down below so I can come and say hi to you, talk to you guys in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.